what are your thoughts on World War II?
It was big.
Honestly, it was pretty epic. I think there could have been better, like, closer
Exactly.
encounters
Yeah,
just
give us
for
a
the
moist
movies,
review.
but
Give us
otherwise,
a
I think it was
moist
pretty
review.
alright.
Give us a end game recap. End of the game recap.
Who is
Post game recap. That's what it's called. Post.
Overall, in the beginning, I think it was pretty alright. Everything was going fine. Overall, I think that if Japan had decided to attack America, and if Hitler had actually decided to go over the Swiss Alps, I think maybe it could have been a one game for the Axis powers, but otherwise, I think honestly they just didn't play their cards right. They probably should have also stationed up in France more. They didn't really. I feel like they kind of invaded it and didn't really put too much behind that. Once they actually got it in the end, it kind of just feels like it ended up being a waste of time, because overall it wasn't even a threat to begin with. Only reason it might have been a threat is if Axis powers had decided to go there, but even then it was still susceptible to, being attacked by aircraft and by bombing. So holy shit, it's a crossbow.
Pass the
I
juice.
feel like also moving over more east over to where there's Asia. Honestly, I think China played it right, choosing to side with America instead of forfeiting and siding with the Axis powers. I do feel like there were some concepts that could have been executed, and it could have honestly probably won them the war in the end. But things went all right without using them. Also, the use of scare tactics ended up being a huge detriment to their actual effectiveness during combat, because if you're dropping bombs, it's kind of obvious when you make them whistle. Not really the smartest move, not really the smartest play.
Why on me playing Ring Around the Rosie?
Also,
I need some.
what the fuck?
help.
Sounds like two hands right next to each other.
Yo, keep the recap going.
Right. I think technological advances during the war, that was definitely a significant role. Honestly, I feel like the Germans should have kept more control under their fucking scientists. Considering that one of them just kind of hopped sides, and it ended up losing them big time, causing Japan to forfeit, especially after losing most of their navy in Midway. I think that what they should have done was, instead of Japan attacking America and Germany going for France, I think that Japan should have gone for South Korea, and then tried to then befriend or make alliances with the North Korea. And then instead of Germany deciding to go for France, probably should have gone over the Swiss Alps to try and take over that, because once you have Switzerland, it's kind of game over for everybody else. Yeah, pretty good game. There were some obvious losses, and some people had sold in certain places, but overall, I think it was pretty alright. Attack on D-Day definitely could have been prevented with more patrolling in the skies. But I think the way D-Day was executed, it went better than it probably sounded like it would, which could possibly be due to just general incompetence from their army, because they just had so many people. They were rushing to get people out there to the front, and so trying to actually get sufficient training so that they are ready in all scenarios, like U.S. soldiers were, really just wasn't an option for the Germans. But yeah, I think overall, I give the war on the Axis side, I give them 5 gold stars. It's a good effort. They did well, but I think that they could have done better. They could have been smarter with some of their moves. for the Allied side, I think most of it just came down to luck. And overall, just happening to have a scientist that defected over to the Allied side. I'll give him 5. I'll give him not 5. I'll give him 6 golden stars. Yeah, I think that pretty much concludes my quick little overview, post-game review of World War II.